Another confirmation hearing underway now. General John Kelly answering questions about his record and his ability to run the Department of Homeland Security. Here's what he said about Trump's plan for the border wall just moments ago.
Building a wall is not the way to prevent the flow of drugs or people illegally across our border.
Physical barrier in and of itself will not do the job. It has to be really a layered defense. If you were to build a wall from the Pacific to the Gulf of Mexico, you'd still have to back that wall up with patrolling by human beings, by sensors.
Here now is Captain Chuck Nash, retired U.S. Navy captain and Fox News military analyst. So what I find so interesting about General John Kelly is that, of course, he's a Marine. He's not a politician. So he just gives an answer. Whenever you see him in an interview or you see him being questioned, it's never about what he's supposed to say or what is politically correct or even politically smart, you know, in terms of trying to wrangle your way through a situation. He just tells you. Is that what it's really like, how it appears?
I think what you see is what you get with General Kelly. He's got a tremendous reputation, as does General Mattis, who is the Defense Secretary nominee. Both of those guys have long and distinguished careers, and the most important thing is not how their seniors feel about them, it's how their juniors feel about them. The most honest read you're going to get is not from the people on the top of the tree where you're looking up, it's from the people on the bottom of the tree.
Okay. So doesn't that mean, you know, as they sit here and they grill him in Washington, if you don't like Donald Trump, isn't that exactly who you would want advising him? Someone who's going to tell him the truth no matter what.
Absolutely. You want people who will speak truth to power, and also both Senator Sessions and General Kelly in their remarks talked about being forthright in giving their honest opinion and being responsive to Congress, which means, in Washington speak, that means, look, if you call me over here and ask me for my personal opinion, I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah. So 51.5% of troops say they have an unfavorable opinion of President Obama leading the military. Is that high? I mean, is that a result of budget cuts and maybe not necessarily President Obama's fault? What's your take on that?
Well, I think most of the military folks take a look at what's been going on over the last 8 years. And it's the same thing that happened in the Carter administration. It's the same thing that happened in the Clinton administration. Now it's happening again. And it's cyclic, okay? You get a Reagan buildup. You know, you get it's just Reagan and Carter takes, or not Carter, but Clinton takes advantage of all the stuff that Reagan brought in. And you go time and again where you have build-ups and drawdowns. And the big miracle or the savings comes from the military budget. So I think the troops are looking at this, certainly I do, as, you know, the president's primary job is the defense of the United States, is the protection of the American people. So as the military starts getting hollowed out and you see ships, we've got a carrier gap right now. We don't have an aircraft carrier in the Arabian Gulf. As a matter of fact, until it deploys, we will have that gap. You've got Army troops, some of whom have had 4 and 5 combat deployments, and our Special Forces folks, some of them, I know personally, have had 13 combat deployments since 9/11.
Amazing.
So, yeah, we're running people into the dirt, and we're running our equipment into the dirt, and sooner or later the bill has to be paid. So the next president coming in is probably going to have to do a Reagan kind of buildup.
We've got to run. Captain Nash, thank you.